Hey, did y'all hear about it last night at the Hypocrites Award that the pensioners were fighting over Negro hair? This is, you got to, if you didn't see or hear about this, let me break the news. Last night, there was on the stage of the Hypocrites Award, Chris Robitussin Rock, Chris Robitussin Rock got slapped by Will Smith in the middle of the proceeding. I mean, Will Smith, Chris Robitussin Rock said something about Will Smith's wife, Jada, who I understand to say she's having some sort of hair disease, her hair's falling out. So Will Smith came out, stepped out on stage, and immediately made some comment. And look, pardon me, Chris Robitussin Rock. Chris Robitussin Rock, and by the way, Chris Robitussin Rock did a movie about Hamite hair, about black people's hair. He did a whole thing about that, how they wear all this horse hair all the time. So, so last night at the Hypocrites Award, he, made us, and Will Smith, first it looked like he was laughing. I tell you what, listen, I'll let you look at the video, and then I'll have some commentary. Mr. Engineer, roll that clip.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
All right, so Will Smith slaps Chris Robitussin Rock. He didn't punch him. He slapped him, and then walked back off the stage, and then sat down by his wife, and then started a bunch of expletives that would make us a ship lost a sailors at sea for 2 years without coming to port. The MFs that would drop, the Fs that would, it was crazy last night. I think a lot of people thought maybe this was staged, but everybody knew this was real because they heard the slap. I wonder why I didn't punch him. Usually women slap you. So a woman will slap the taste out your mouth. That's what my mama used to say, guess she's gonna do to me. Anyway, so he slapped him and walked and sat back down. And Robitussin Rock didn't know, he said, oh Lord have mercy, I just got slapped. And everybody is talking about it. But the thing with it is that pensioners, these were pensioners. Everybody in that last night were the pensioners. Here Denzel got up and Puff Daddy got up, and they were all trying to, be mediators. This was a pensioners brawl last night at the Hypocrites Award. If I'd known that was going to happen, I'd try to get in there myself to see that firsthand. But it's all over. It's all over everywhere. My phone was lighting up last night. My goodness, I thought the Russians were coming. So, but here I think that the problem is that I don't normally cover stories like this. I usually do other kind of stuff. But can I just pontificate a little bit further? First of all, I think Chris Robitussin Rock took it well. Didn't try to retaliate. Says he ain't going to press charges. And I have to give Will Smith a little, give him a little credit too, because he stood up for his wife. A man ought to stand up for his wife. Don't let nobody run down your wife, So I think he did the right thing. Maybe he ought to punched him, then kicked him. And so I both of these pensioners, brothers, if you can call them that. It's hard to find fault. I think that maybe Chris Robitussin Rock did not realize that this was going to get Will Smith going. Maybe they've been going through something. Maybe his wife had been going through something. I don't know. Anyway, it'll all blow over. But can I trouble y'all? Can I inflict myself upon you a little bit further? I've been watching this thing between Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. This thing ain't going to turn out well. this thing between Kim and Kanye West and Pete Davidson, I'm telling you, it ain't gonna turn out well. First of all, Kanye is crazy as hell, and everybody know that, right? And Kim don't love him. I don't think Kim ever loved him. I think she's in love with this boy Pete Davidson. But Kanye don't want to give her up. So he's hounding her, writing songs about Pete Davidson got all kinds of diseases. And, it is just getting uglier and uglier as it goes along. Then I heard the other day they were trying to host some sort of joint child custody thing. This ain't going to turn out good. This is not going to turn out good. Somewhere along the line, this thing going to blow up just the way you saw that thing blow up with the Hypocrites Award last night, only worse. That's what I think. And one final thing, and I promise not to inflict myself upon you again, and that is this thing between J-Lo and Ben Affleck, right? J-Lo got started with Puff Daddy. Y'all remember him. And he couldn't ring her bell. I mean, he was a rapper, he was popular, and she was just coming up in her movie career and everything. So she tagged along with him. Then she found out that he didn't have he didn't have what it took to make her feel like a woman, She could never sing that song that Aretha Franklin sang. You make me feel like a natural woman. So Puff Daddy couldn't do it. So then she got hooked up with Ben Affleck from what I heard, right after Puff Daddy. And then, with Ben Affleck, it appears to me, and I don't follow this stuff very closely, so well, Pastor Manny, you ought to stay out of this talk because you're not too skilled in here. I said, okay, all right. But it was my opinion that when she got hooked up with Ben Affleck, I think he's a pretty good actor, that boy Ben Affleck, right? I think she was singing the same old sad song about Ben Affleck. You don't make me feel like a natural woman. Aretha Franklin, right? So she cut Ben Affleck loose. Got a hold of that Latina, that dwarf from down there, Dominican Republic, that played that baseball up there at the Yankee Stadium. Boy named Alex Rodriguez. They call him A-Rod, right? Got hooked up with him. They running around in the big house and everything, seeing on television, they're out at restaurants all everywhere. And later on, come to figure out J-Lo sang that she sang with that same old song with A-Rod. All that money A-Rod got. She sang that same old song. You don't make me feel like a natural woman. So she got rid of A-Rod. Now here's my concern. Here's what I think. And what I think is always right, as you very well know, that I heard the other day that J-Lo and Ben Affleck were buying this very expensive, something like $40, $50 million house, right? And I was saying to myself, I said, well, if y'all got love, and that's what's all over the news everywhere, J-Lo and Affleck buying this big house to live in. But can I say something to y'all? I ain't never lived in no $50,000 house, $50 million house, so I wouldn't know. But I do know this. If you love one another, man and a woman, y'all can live in a shack, and you don't care. As long as you can make me feel like a natural man and make me feel like a natural woman, we can live in a shack. So I think they're trying to what J-Lo and Ben Affleck are trying to do, they're trying to pull a Mickey Ficky. They're trying to make because she's gone back to him. She with him some time ago after Puff Daddy couldn't ring a bell. A-Rod couldn't ring a bell. Now she's going back to Ben Affleck again. And I think they're trying to put this big house thing that they got as a cover-up. That her bell is still not being, you make me feel like a natural woman. One other thing. Now, y'all going to consider this a little bit racist, but don't ban me from Facebook and Rumble and YouTube and everybody and Twitter. So first, right, J-Lo, she said, I tried a homeboy. I tried a Hamite, right? So she went with Puff Daddy. So she said, I'll try the black man, see if he can ring my bell. And, but I could have told her, Puff Daddy is sweet. That boy is sweet. Lord have mercy. I mean, there ain't an ounce of man in Puff Daddy. He can rap. Okay, so he can rap. Heck, a whole lot of people can rap. Cardi B can rap. But you ever look at Puff Daddy? He is so sweet. I swear. I ain't nowhere in the world. She should have known that he ain't no man in Puff Daddy, so she left him. Then she got hooked up with Ben Affleck. I don't know what happened with that. It didn't work out. But she went from a black man, Hamite, they're Hamites. She went from a black, and now it's a Hamite, to a white man who's a Japheth, right? Ben Affleck, Japheth, Irish, I even think. I don't know. Who knows? And that didn't work out, so she left him and went to one of them boys from down in the Dominican Republic, one of them Hispanic boys from down there in Hispanic land. A-Rod. He's an athlete, right? So maybe he can ring her bell. You know what I think? So she went from black to white to Hispanic. I think what I think is always right. I think J-Lo ought to try to get hooked up with Kanye West. That's what I think. What do you think? At any rate, everybody, I'm James David Manning. The pinched nose had a fight last night over Negro hair. I got to get out of here. Peace out.
the king.